Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Harry Maguire eyes another victory over Man City in Derby. Manchester United defender Harry Maguire has said that the Red Devils need to control their emotions to secure a victory over Manchester City at Old Trafford on Sunday. The former captain is going through his best phase of the season, and ahead of the derby, he is looking forward to a brilliant game and wants his team to keep their emotions in check. He told Premier League Productions via manunited.com, "It's a big occasion. We are coming off the back of 3 wins, and it's one we are looking forward to. We know it's going to be a great atmosphere at Old Trafford with our fans right behind us. They always are, and we are looking to put on a strong performance and get a result in the game. I think you can see that City did last season. They have got a really strong team and a really strong squad and a great manager. We know it's going to be a tough test, but we are not fully focused on Manchester City. We are more focused on ourselves and making sure we perform to our ability. If we do that, we'll give ourselves every opportunity. You want to control the emotion, but you also want that fire in the belly, the aggression on the pitch. Make sure it's controlled and you stay on the pitch with 11 men. That's going to be vitally important. You can really feel the buzz all around the city leading up to the week of the derby. Like I said, it's whether Manchester is red or whether Manchester is blue. Hopefully, come Sunday, it's red. United faced the Citizens on 3 occasions last season. They lost the first derby convincingly by a 6-3 scoreline on the road, but made amends with a late comeback in the reverse fixture. The club seemed on course for another defeat before late goals from Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. They met again in the FA Cup final, where it was another one-sided contest. Pep Guardiola's side only won by a 2-1 scoreline, but they had good control over the proceedings. In our opinion, United must take the game to the Citizens to get maximum points on Sunday. Rio Ferdinand explains why Rasmus Holand is not scoring goals. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand believes Rasmus Holand needs more service from his team members to score goals. Rasmus Holand has scored only 3 goals in 10 appearances for the Red Devils. He has yet to open his account in the Premier League. Ferdinand sympathized with the 20-year-old on his 5 YouTube channel. He said, "I think we need to get to a place where we are actually playing to our players' strength. You look at Hoyland, he wants the ball crossed. You saw the header he scored in the Champions League. You see the way he attacks crosses. Get the ball wide and cross it. Anthony keeps it chopping back on his left foot, doesn't cross it. Marcus doesn't really cross from that left side. Get past your fullback or get a yard and put the ball in the box and he will attack it." The Red Devils have struggled to find the back of the net this season. Their leading scorer in the top flight is Scott McTominay with 3 goals. Match-winning strikes from Harry Maguire, Diogo Dalot and Rafael Varane show that attacking players are in desperate need of bailing out. Hoyland was signed in a big money transfer deal last summer to remove dependency on Marcus Rashford to find the back of the net. An attacking trio of Rashford, Hoyland and Anthony looks threatening on paper. However, the trident has failed to form any chemistry up front on the pitch. Ferdinand's assessment looks spot on. The Denmark international has shown glimpses of his breakneck pace and strength. Rashford and Anthony must recognize that the towering striker must be served with crosses. Anthony has a very weak right foot, which prevents him from floating across. He cuts inside and tries to leverage his left foot to shoot or pass. The same applies to Rashford, who prefers to utilize his strong right foot. If Man United want their star striker to find the back of the net regularly, his teammates needs to do better, especially the winger. Dimitar Berbatov responds to claims Casemiro regrets Man United move. Former Manchester United striker Dimitar Berbatov has expressed his hope that ongoing suggestions claiming that Casemiro regrets moving to Old Trafford from Real Madrid are false. A recent report from Spain suggested that Casemiro has internally expressed regret at moving from Spain to England. It was relayed that the Brazilian believed United are a poorly run club and he does not have the right environment to thrive and play his best football. Apparently, Casemiro is also concerned by just how harshly his mistakes are being punished by referees and match officials compared to his time at Real Madrid. Last season, Casemiro was arguably United Player of the Season. His performances were solid, gritty, and earned him praise from supporters. Speaking ahead of his side's clash against Manchester City on Sunday, Ten Hag revealed that the midfielder is not guaranteed to feature against Pep Guardiola's man, as he may not be fully fit yet. This comes amidst growing concerns over Casemiro's long-term suitability for United. Nevertheless, Berbatov has backed the five-time Champions League winner to rediscover his best form and show his true mettle. The Bulgarian spoke to Betfair via the Manchester Evening News and said, I hope this isn't just a bad rumor because it's going to bring unwanted hate towards him in a moment where he is not playing how he used to play. So I hope it's nothing but a rumor and that there is nothing to it. He has shown at Real Madrid how highly rated he is, how he can play top football. He showed that at United in his first season. He set high standards for himself, so it's up to him to continue to prove to everyone that he is the player that people know he is. Time is going by and he is getting older, so he needs to be smarter in how he plays the game, how he approaches games, how he reads the game. I hope he's back fit as soon as possible, as he will bring that maturity and calmness of reading and knowing the game. Berbatov added that Casemiro remains an individual Ten Hag can rely on. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola showers praise on Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana ahead of Derby. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has singled out Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana for praise ahead of the Sunday derby during his press conference. The Cameroon international joined the Red Devils from Inter Milan in the summer and is starting to find his footing following a dismal start to life at the Old Trafford club. Onana last faced Man City in the final of the Champions League last season, putting in an excellent performance in goal and with his ball playing skills, despite ending up losing 1-0. Guardiola is hoping he fails to replicate such a top display on Sunday, but he believes the Man United goalie will eventually prove himself going forward. He said, I remember we have a common friend who spoke very highly of him, but personally, I met him in Amsterdam. He is an exceptional player, and now at United, everyone needs time, not just the managers, but players, keepers, everyone. Sometimes people are quicker, but I have a high opinion of him as a keeper. Hopefully not, Guardiola replied when asked if he is worried Onana will play like he did in the final. Hopefully we can beat him, but before the game, I always expect the best of the players we are going to face. I prefer to see the strength than the weaknesses they have. He saved a penalty in the last minute, which helped them to stay in contention to qualify for the last 16. Mentally, it's a good boost for them. Onana will fancy his chances of shutting out Man City after his brilliant performance against Copenhagen on Tuesday. He saved a last-minute penalty to help Man United secure a 1-0 victory, their first in the group stages this term, following losses to Bayern München and Galatasaray. The Man United goalie and the defense will need to be on top of their game to stop the visitors from finding the back of the net, and their performance at the back will determine whether they will have a chance of getting a result. The Sun provides fresh evidence that David De Gea is set for Man United return. For all their faults, the Sun's football reporters can never be accused of failing to milk a story. The outlet this week has been peddling a tale about David De Gea being set to return to Manchester United amidst doubts about Andre Onana's performances so far. No matter that Onana has not conceded a single goal from open play in his last two games for United and has already saved a penalty, something De Gea only managed to achieve 8 times for United in his 12-year career at the club. The intrepid Henry Robinson insists that De Gea is on his way back, and to prove it, he has penned an article around Instagram pictures that the 32-year-old and his wife Adrene posted on a date in Manchester. To be fair to the Sun, although why should we be really? The real culprit of this rumor stirring could well be the Spaniard himself. The fact is that no club has made a serious effort to sign him, and he is in danger of being forgotten now that the transfer window is well and truly closed. De Gea's management would be remiss if they didn't advise him to do something to get himself in the news and in the forefront of people's minds. A trip to Manchester, linking up with his old teammates and posting random emojis on social media is more than enough for the Sun and the grateful hanger owners to feed off for a good week and get everyone talking about him again. Robinson explains De Gea was desperate to stay at Old Trafford and agreed to almost half his wage, but United shunned him as they took that offer off the table and even asked not to join another team until replacement Andre Onana signed. Now, with Onana set to miss up to 8 games due to his participation in the African Cup of Nations with Cameroon, United have realized they might need him back. De Gea coming back to United is a big one, but seems much more like a fairy tale than anything worthy of the back pages of a newspaper. Man United willing to spend on Club America centre-back Sebastian Caceres. Manchester United are willing to spend on the signing of a Club America defender Sebastian Caceres, according to Fanaticos. The Red Devils were eyeing a top-class centre-back last summer, but they decided against a deal after Harry Maguire opted to fight for his future. Johnny Evans was eventually signed on a free transfer, but it appears the Red Devils could invest on another centre-back at the turn of the year. Fanaticos claim that United are willing to spend on the services of Caceres, whose exceptional displays have caught the eye of several European sides. Club America are prepared to sanction his departure for just £4.1 million. Caceres has made a good impression for Club America this campaign. He has completed 86% of his passes with an average of 3 clearances per game. The 24-year-old has also won 55% of his duels. He is now a regular starter for the Uruguayan national side and has started each of their World Cup qualifiers. United scouts are likely to have monitored his progress, and we won't be surprised if the club make an approach to sign him this winter due to the low valuation. Caceres may not be an assured starter for United, and he could provide quality backup. His arrival could pave the way for Evans' departure during the summer. The club could also spend on a market signing at the end of the campaign, depending on their financial situation and the requirements of manager Erik ten Hag. Big changes could be afoot at Man United once Sir Jim Ratcliffe arrives, says Romano. Man United are still a team and a club that are very much in a transition at present, and that will continue until Sir Jim Ratcliffe takes over football operations at the club. It's believed that over the course of the next few weeks, the finer details of the deal that he's done with the Glazer family will be finalized, and he should therefore be in place early into the new year. The upheaval that's occurred on the pitch thus far in 23-24 could potentially be matched by what goes on in the boardroom once Sir Jim arrives, and Coat of Side columnist Fabrizio Romano believes big changes could be afoot. He said, "The feeling at United is that there could be a big change in terms of the board and in terms of the operations at Manchester United. It means a new sporting director, so the whole transfer process could change at the club, with people coming from Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos group. Manchester United will look at multiple options, and a decision on any changes will be made internally once Sir Jim is at the club. It's difficult to know at this stage just how brutal Sir Jim wishes to be, whilst it's accepted that he will likely want to bring some of his own people into certain positions. Wholesale changes could upset the equilibrium, and that's certainly something Sir Jim won't need on his plate as soon as he takes up his position. Equally, if he feels that what he proposes will be on benefit to the club in the short, medium, and longer term, then those are decisions he needs to make. From a supporter perspective, the Old Trafford faithful will surely be waiting on tenterhooks to see if Sir James's reign will be the start of something special or another falls down. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.